What's going on? Mitchell Rentz here from Chat Sports, and you're watching NFL Daily. Today, I have the latest NFL news and rumors. And I'm starting the show off with Tyreek Hill because this man may be on the exempt list this week. The NFL and the Players Union have reviewed the audio tape that a TV station aired last week on which Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill and his fiancée discussed injuries to their child, a source told ESPN's Dan Graziano. The league has historically declined to use the commissioner's exempt list in the offseason, but is considering making an exception in this case, likely as early as this week because Hill is in the middle of an ongoing criminal investigation. The designation is in a way to keep a player off the field while the league reviews a charge or allegation and reaches a conclusion on discipline, and the league usually waits until the legal system concludes its process, which was just reopened last week in Kansas City after prosecutors revealed the audio from a local TV station. Now here's the thing, the local exemption or the exemption usually works as a suspension with pay, but because players aren't paid in the offseason, that pay doesn't apply in this case. Here's the thing with Tyreek Hill. There is a lot of stuff going on in this ongoing case, and here's the one thing I can guarantee you Chat Sports is going to keep you updated. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. Make sure you guys subscribe. Now, here's the other thing. Tyreek Hill is probably the best wide receiver on the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, right? Duh, Mitch. Now, when I also see what the Chiefs did in the NFL draft, I think they're also a little bit worried on the future of Tyreek Hill because this dude may never play again. It's one of the reasons why I think they went out and drafted Mecole Hardman. And when you draft a player, 56th overall, with Tyreek Hill on this depth chart, they don't really have a big need. Now, without him, you guys are going to see this need gets a lot bigger. Now, I'm not saying that the Chiefs think that Hardman is going to be able to beat Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill, I would argue, is the most difficult player to cover in the entire NFL. I mean, straight up, this dude is absolutely insane when it comes to open field, like just the athletic prowess that he possesses. And now you have to rely on Sammy Watkins. Now, I think Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback, but I also think Patrick Mahomes is very lucky that he's in a great offensive scheme with players like Travis Kelce, players like Tyreek Hill. So without Tyreek Hill, I'm telling you what, this Chiefs offense, I definitely think it's going to take one step back, but that's just me. Now, here's the question I'm going to ask everybody who's watching us now on YouTube or on Facebook. Will Tyreek Hill ever play in the NFL again? Think about it. Type Y for yes, type N for no. If you want to know what I think, hit me up on IG or Twitter at MitchellRenz365. Another player that I want to talk about is Doug Baldwin, and is he considering retirement? So on Friday, Shefty reported that multiple injuries could end Baldwin's career. The report was shared in context of the Seahawks drafting wide receiver prospect DK Metcalf, 64th overall. The thing that I love about this, like Doug Baldwin, I think we can all agree, has been a pretty solid wide receiver since coming out, right? 493 catches, 49 touchdowns, 6,563 yards. Now, Baldwin had a little bit of fun on Twitter, and I respect this, right? Now, for fair warning, guys, I struggle with reading. Y'all know that. I've read all the comments and heard all the theories. This journey through 8 seasons has been an incredible experience, and the story is still not done. I'm looking forward to finding out what happens next, but I want to be the first one to say it. Continued. This is what Doug Baldwin said after that. Jon Snow has to die for Khaleesi. Obviously, I don't watch Game of Thrones. He is the rightful heir to the throne, but doesn't want it. His drive is to save humanity. Khaleesi only knows conquest and sacrificing himself. For her will teach her true love, thus how she should rule. With love, you heard it here first. God of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Obviously, guys, I don't watch the show. So, I was told here at the studio to grade last night's Game of Thrones episode. I'm asking for help because I have no idea. So please, in the comments section, grade last night's episode. A, B, C, D, or F. Or you can just type I don't know. Because honestly, guys, I've never watched a single episode. So I don't know. I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Wager Talk. The best service in game, providing you with expert picks and predictions for your sports bets. Now, you can get started today for free or use this special promo deal. Get a daily pick or package for free when you go to wagertalk.com/chatsports. It's the thing in orange down there at the bottom. Now, that's wagertalk.com/chatsports. Now, I know many of you have already started with our other sponsor, BetDSI, okay? Now, here's the thing. Take this free offer and get some extra picks with your bets. Wagertalk.com/chatsports. If you guys need help getting started, slide in those DMs at MitchellRenz365. Now, why did Kyler Murray go number 1 overall? Well, probably because the Cardinals wanted to see Tom shave his head. So, here's the thing, okay? Replacing Josh Rosen as a starter, we know this. Steve Keim had some interesting things to say on why the Cardinals drafted Kyler Murray number 1 overall. Now, here's the quote from Keim. When I closed my eyes and I visualized Kyler Murray running around State Farm Stadium in red and white, for whatever reason, all I saw was just fireworks, excitement, a must-see environment where fans have to go and show up and see this thing. Him being the architect was a phenomenal fit for me. Now, I think it's an interesting way to looking at scouting through your visualization. He also said, I either visualize them or I just have bigger balls than brains. I'm not scared to make a mistake. That could cost me my career, but at the same time, you have to be great. And to have success, you got to be willing to take chances, ones that you believe in. Now, I don't know if I just believe in Steve Keim. And I don't know if I was a Cardinals fan, if I would really believe in him either, simply because this guy, I think when he first became general manager of the Cardinals, they had a good team. He was given a pretty solid roster, and it's one of the reasons why I think their success was there, right? But when you look at the last 3 years for the Cardinals, it just really hasn't been there. So when I think about the entire Cardinals just since Keim has taken over, I mean, I think you guys can all agree with me. Sometimes when you get a good team, if you inherit a good team, it doesn't make you a great coach or a great GM. It just means you inherited a great team. Since those last 3 years, though, Cardinals have not been looking very good. So I want you guys to predict the Cardinals 2019... Excuse me. Keim's got me all choked up. Predict the Cardinals 2019 record. Comment below on YouTube and on Facebook. I think they're destined for another 6-7 win season. All right, let's go to the Dolphins. Let's go to Josh Rosen. And, sorry, guys. The Dolphins, they could draft a quarterback in 2020. And this is kind of upsetting because they just went out and traded for Josh Rosen, and Josh Rosen could see a little bit of deja vu. And Rosen was drafted 10th overall in 2018, and then he was just traded now to the Miami Dolphins because, like I just said, the Cardinals went out and drafted Kyler Murray. And here's the trade that went down. So Rosen, he went to the Dolphins. The Cardinals, they received the 62nd pick, which was Andy Isabella, wide receiver out of UMass, and then a 2020 5th-round pick. Now, when I look at the Dolphins quarterback depth chart, if you look online right now, there's some places that have Fitzpatrick as 1. Josh Rosen is the number 1 quarterback. When you go out and you trade for Rosen, I'm very confident that Josh Rosen will be the number 1 quarterback for the Miami Dolphins in 2019. Now, here's the other thing. There's been multiple reports, even before the draft, that the Dolphins could tank for Tua, and when the GM goes out and says that, they're willing to look at a quarterback next year, I kind of feel bad again for Josh Rosen. So here are the top quarterback prospects in the 2020 draft. You got Tua, Justin Herbert, and Jake Fromm. If the Dolphins have the number 1 overall pick, I would be almost willing to bet, I don't know, my apartment that they would draft Tua number 1. Regarding an injury, as I see Tom kind of slide back here, maybe I'll shave my head, right? No, I'm kidding. So, the Dolphins, I feel a little bit bad for Josh Rosen because, again, the GM came out and said that they could draft a quarterback in 2020. Who's going to have more wins in 2020? The Dolphins, or in 2019, the Dolphins or the Cardinals? You can bet on it at BetDSI. Use our promo code LIVE120 for 120% deposit bonus. See that link down there, chatsports.com/bet. Just go to that. Play now. Sign up and deposit. Use our promo code LIVE120 for 120% deposit bonus. Let's roll in now to the next rumor, and it's in New England. Jarrett Stidham doesn't feel pressure being the heir to Tom Brady. At least that's what he's saying. So the Patriots are undoubtedly in the market looking for a young quarterback. That's why they went out and drafted Auburn's Jarrett Stidham, who they took in the 4th round. Now, Brady, I don't know if he's ever going to retire. I have no idea, but Stidham said, no, I don't think that I have any pressure. Now, here are his numbers last season at Auburn. 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 2,794 yards. I think when I look at Jarrett Stidham, He's a quarterback where I'm kind of excited that the Patriots took him because he's got a lot of work to do. A lot of work, but he also has a very, very high ceiling. What better way to maybe groom a quarterback than learning behind Tom Brady? Now, I don't think I could ever throw a football, at least not at the NFL level, but if you put me in a Patriots jersey and you put me behind Tom Brady for a little while, hey man, all I'm saying is I think I could at least get a few years done, at least under my belt, where I could be, halfway decent. So I'm going to ask you guys this. How many more years will Brady play? I need to know. I need to know. My dad, he's getting a little up there in age. He's about to turn 60 next year, and this Tom Brady guy is giving him gray hair. So how many more years will Tom Brady play? I want you to comment below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, let me know in the comment section. Speaking of Brady, you guys ready for this? Sam Darnold is better than Tom Brady, according to the New York Daily News. I saw this, and I was just like, wait a minute. Hold on. So, New York Daily News writer Manish Mehta, if I pronounced it wrong, I'm sorry, but after reading what you just put out here, I don't really care. He ranked the AFC East quarterbacks. This is what he put out there. You ready? Sam Darnold, number 1. So, basically, they were like, all right, what's the dumbest thing that I've seen all week? Hold my beer. I mean, for you to rank Sam Darnold as the number 1 quarterback in the AFC East, mind-blowing. Sam Darnold, Tom Brady, Josh Rosen, Josh Allen. You sure? You sure? So, this just absolutely blew my mind when I saw it. I mean, I get it. Tom Brady's 42. Sam Darnold is entering the second year. The second year. Heck, I don't even know if Sam Darnold's better than all those other quarterbacks, which is exactly why I want you to rank him, okay? Rank the AFC East quarterbacks. Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Sam Darnold. If you want to know where I'd rank them, right here. Tom Brady, I would take Rosen, I'd take Allen, and Darnold for me right now is probably last. Sorry, Darnold. And whoever wrote that again, I'm sorry I butchered your name, but at this point, fake news. Fake news. All right, let's go to another quarterback here. Easton Stick. Good old Easton Stick. Now, and is he going to be taking over for Phillip Rivers? Sooner or later, right? So Phillip Rivers, again, is an older quarterback. He's 37 years old, 16 years in the NFL. And on Saturday, the Chargers went out and drafted Easton Stick. And if you don't know who Easton Stick is, he had a career record of 49-3 at North Dakota State. He was kind of the successor to Carson Wentz. Now, Easton Stick had a pretty solid year. And Anthony Lynn went out and said he's a smart player. I like him a lot, and I think he's a good prospect. I think he's a good prospect as well. And just because you played at North Dakota State or just because you played in the FCS, from what I've seen from Carson Wentz, went healthy. Carson Wentz, I would argue, is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. Am I wrong? Maybe Nick Foles would disagree. But I think if Easton Stick could come on in here and he could be a solid quarterback for the Chargers, I think that's ultimately what they're going to be looking for. And, I think North Dakota State is like one of these powerhouse schools where, again, just because you didn't play, let's say, FBS football, you can get a lot of really solid experience because the best players that go to FCS, they're going to go to North Dakota State. So I wanted to compare the 4 years. Now, Carson started his last 2. Stick started his last 3. Here are their 4 years stats combined at North Dakota State. I mean, Easton Stick, he's got pretty solid overall there. Carson Wentz had an extra year. That's why he ended up winning 5 FCS titles. So it's all good. Carson Wentz compared to Easton Stick. These were the FCS from 4 years. Combined stats from Carson Wentz and Easton Stick. So is Easton Stick going to be able to overall take over for Phillip Rivers? That's still TBD because he's going to have to battle it out on the depth chart here with Cardell Jones. Also, they went out and they got Tyrod Taylor. So Easton Stick, it's a good story. Phillip Rivers is going to be 37 years old. Is he going to be able to take over for him someday? So how many more years is Phillip Rivers going to play in the NFL? I have no idea. He's 37 years old. He's got 9 kids. When you have 9 kids, that basically makes you like 47 years old. So, Phillip, I want to know, man, how many more years are you going to play? Let me know in the comment section. Serious question. Really important question. Did you watch our NFL draft coverage? Did you? You better have. And if you haven't, make sure you guys subscribe. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. Turn on those notifications because I'll tell you this, you missed one hell of a show. The #1 most watched NFL draft coverage on YouTube right here. Chat Sports. Humble brag? No, it's just a brag. Make sure you guys subscribe, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Let's go to my last rumor, and it's around Melvin Ingram. He flat out said that the Chargers have the best defensive line in the NFL after drafting Notre Dame's Jerry Tillery, 28th overall. My only thing is, the Chargers, now I'm not going to say just because they were, 19th in sacks, that doesn't necessarily mean that they have the best defensive line, okay? But, I mean, this defensive line I think is pretty good when you consider Joey Bosa, you consider Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram, and now Tillery on that front. I mean, I think the Chargers definitely have one of the better defensive lines in the NFL. But to say that they have the best? I don't know, man. People are talking. So, I know that the Chargers, they went 12-4 last year, and I think with a healthier Joey Bosa, this is one of the better defensive lines in the NFL. But again, Melvin Ingram, I don't know if I can agree with you to say that they are the best defensive line in the NFL. You got to definitely improve those sack numbers in 2019. Will you improve those in 2019? We'll see. So, we want to know from everybody who's watching right now, which team has the best defensive line in the NFL? We want you to comment below. Do you think it's the Chargers? Let us know in the comment section.